Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
You took that chance in May, and like Dave said, first offence now, you almost got to forget about that night and get back down to business.
Yeah, I took the gamble when nobody else wants to take it. Nobody else wants to face a London Maccabi, but I did, the mouth from Liverpool, so we'll see. We've got to make things, one thing, you know, I've got to make a point here of saying it. He's saying that since the fight's been made, he hasn't said nothing. Fight's made because you opened your mouth from the first get-go. You've been following me round for nearly 2 years, constantly saying, I'm not a cruiserweight, I'm a light heavyweight, I wouldn't live with you, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Saturday night, we're going to see what I can and can't do. It's not about, I'll talk to make the fights. When I say something, I mean it. You can't say, I only said it to make the fight, and it was just to say that. When you say something, you either mean it or you don't. It's as simple as that where I'm from. Everything you said, you meant at the time, and you're going to pay for it dearly Saturday night. The simple fact is, you've had 2 world title fights, like I had before I had. And you know what, being totally honest, I don't even class your world title fights as title fights. I don't think that WBA thing that you fought, Baby Chubanov fought, was the best world title. And I'm not even going to get involved in the IBO shot at Danny Green. At the end of the day, I've done it the hard way, you haven't. I've earned everything, I've got every single thing. When I've fought #1 contenders, when I've fought final eliminated, I've been against top fighters day in, day out. It's going to show on Saturday night. You can say you respect me, whatever you do, but I know deep down you don't. You and your stupid playboy mates think I'm an easy touch. Trust me, when we get in the ring on Saturday night, I don't care who you've sparred, I don't care who you've worked with, it's totally different with 10-ounce gloves on. When I hit someone, they feel it. You're going to look across the ring and you're going to see something, you're going to think, he doesn't really look much. Looks a bit chunky, a little bit flabby, but trust me, when I hit you for the first time, you're going to think, what was that? The exact same thing along with Maccabi fought. That's exactly what went through his mind. What was that? It's a tall, skinny, fat kid from Liverpool with dynamite in either hand, mate, and you're going to feel that Saturday night.
Obviously, there was the initial trash talk, like he says, to make it.
It's not trash talk, honest to God, it's not trash talk, it's just truth. It's just honesty and brutal truth. And I don't like dressing things up and making something that it's not. I've always been one person to speak my mind, and it's levels in this game. And although I do think he is a good fighter, yeah he is, I'll be totally honest, do I think he deserves a world title shot? No I don't. Do I think he lost to Baby Chubanov? Yeah I do. He works on that channel, and his co-commentator Sugar Ray Leonard had him losing clearly. Had him losing clearly to Baby Chubanov. The fact that he chased him at times, it doesn't mean that you're winning. Boxing is a sport that's about hit and not be hit. It's not a game where it's I hit you, you hit me harder. It's about hit and not get hit. He lost to Baby Chubanov. And you know what the worst thing is? I wouldn't say he's actually been beaten in either of the fights that he's lost. He's lost them. He's found a way to lose. He should have put the pressure on Danny Green. He was the bigger, younger, stronger man versus Danny Green. He should have made that count and he didn't. And then we go to the Baby Chubanov fight, and he should have pressed it. He should have done what he done, cut the ring off. There was a moment in the fight after I studied it now, and he goes back to corner to his trainer, and the trainer says, cut the ring off. We're talking about an analyst for TV. The words back out of his mouth was, how do I do that? I don't want to swear, are you kidding me? Are you joking me? Cut the ring off, how? They were the words, watch it back, watch the replays back. Like I say, I don't need to trash talk, I don't need anything. I just pick up on cold, hard facts. BJ's got this fight because he's slated me and followed me for 2 years. On Saturday night, I'm going to put it to bed. Literally.
BJ, missed opportunities against Green and Chubanov. Time to make it count on Saturday.
Of course, yeah. Well, you know, Tony didn't finish the comment about when I said how, because I've never been in with a cruiserweight who ran as much as Baby Chubanov ran.
He didn't run, he boxed. He boxed BJ, there's a difference. He didn't run.
If you go back, please. If you go back and you see, I gave you a chance to talk. I outlanded him at 9 of the 12 rounds. So as far as boxing goes, like Tony said, it's about hit and not being hit. Well, I outlanded him at 9 of the 12 rounds, and excuse me.
That's what, no, you excuse me.
Okay, so
I'm the one with the green belt in front of me. You excuse me, boy. You excuse me. I'm the one with the green belt in front of me. You, like you said, you had your chance to talk. I'm giving it back. The fact of the matter is, BJ, you lost the fight, and you lost it because of the way you approached the fight. You should have made him realise. You see, when I went against the London Maccabi, I was the underdog. But you know what I made pay? The bigger, stronger man came out on top. That's what happened in that fight with me and Maccabi. I fought another guy, world ranked, in a guy called Isaac Chilemba, very similar to Bebet Shumenov, and you know how good Chilemba is. He's supposed to be an analyst and study boxing. What I done to Chilemba is exactly what you should have done to Shumenov. Showed him who the big man was and bullied him, but instead you want to follow him around and then act like a tart when the fight had finished and start whinging about how you've been robbed, when the fact of the matter was you hadn't been robbed, you'd just been outboxed. If you think he moves well, you haven't seen nothing yet, because I've got better footwork than Shumenov and I punch harder than Green. So the fact of the matter is, when I get in, you are going to see, you're going to find these things out, because I'm better than the two of them. There's no question about that. I am better than the both of them. You say that they've got Olympic pedigree and boxing pedigree. My arse, they've got that pedigree. They're not even... Bebet Shumenov isn't a proper world champion. He got beat by a 50-year-old man in Bernard Hopkins. He got outmanned, out-hustled, out-beat. And then he done to you what Hopkins done to him. He just out-hustled you. And you allowed him to do that. Being the bigger man, the stronger man, you don't allow that to happen in a boxing ring. Like you say, I'm going to find out in round one. Believe you me, the only thing I'm going to find out in round one is where your jaw is.
Finally, Tony, is it a stoppage win?
No, it's everything. It's everything. Fighting for me life, like I say every single time. Do not underestimate what a boxing fight is to me. It's a fight to the finish till the very end. I will do whatever it takes. Many a time, people have seen it. I will get off the floor time and time again. I've done it before, I've done it again. Like I say, it's boxing. It's the most brutal, hardest sport that there is. And the final thing that I'd like to say on this is, my heart and condolences. I'd like to be dedicating this fight to Mike Tao, who's passed away. A kid who's done and probably dreamt of doing what some of us are doing up here right now. My heart and soul goes out to him and his family. Believe you me, he has highlighted the brutal truths of what boxing is. Never ever forget, when you turn up, it's not just a sport, it's not bright lights and glory. There's no glory in getting your nose broke, your ribs broke, your hands broke. I've gone through all that while I carried on fighting, and I'll do it again on Saturday night. And that green belt's going nowhere.